Here's your ticket, love. Don't lose it, the light gold.
Thanks very much, Harry. That's very kind of you.
It'll be £1.50.
Oh. Damon, what's it, love? Oh, God, it's your job, isn't it?
Hang on, let me get this straight. My wife's out on the razzle-dazzle, and you're babysitting.
Well, you weren't supposed to know.
To spare.
Certainly do, Duchess. Couple of dozen, is it?
Just half a dozen will be fine.
Chickens, yogurt, potatoes?
No, just the eggs, thank you.
All good gear. That's that lot. They've been having a shipping order in the past few days.
Have you seen any of them recently?
No, I'll be back tonight to collect my money, though. Why?
Oh, I just wondered. They've had washing out for a few days.
Only kids, aren't they? Probably recovering from a party or something.
I expect you're right.
Stuff's been taken in every day, so they must be all right.
Morning, Kate.
Morning, John.
I brought you some tea.
Did you sleep well?
Yes, thank you. And how did you sleep?
Very well indeed, thank you. You're a good boy bringing me tea in bed.
Every morning she used to say it. She never complained, but I knew she hardly slept.
It must have been very hard on you, John.
I didn't mind. Not for Mum, I didn't.
You're a good man.
You just do your best. That's all.
John? John, I'd love that cup of tea. Will you untie me, please?
You've forgotten the routine, haven't you? I get Sandra, who gets Pat, who unties you. And we all have our first cup of tea in the morning in your bedroom. Remember?
Morning.
Morning.
You'll have to get moving or you'll be late.
We start later on Saturdays. Hey, what are you doing today?
I don't know. I might tackle my iron, but seeming that it's such a nice day, I might not.
Hey, tell you what you do have to do.
What's that? I'm not doing any washing. You can forget that before you start.
Nothing like that, stop that. You've got to organise that seance, get the booze in and that.
I know, but I'm not sure about this tape recorder idea.
That's a cracker. Right, you get a bit of ale down, we have the seance, frighten them with the tape, me and you stay calm throughout, they cling to us for safety, and then when you see it's all a big joke, it's upstairs and away we go.
But suppose they don't see the joke?
They will. Be a great man. See you later.
Yeah, see ya.
How long will you be?
I'll be out in a minute.
Lock the door of your pipe.
No, John, I've done as you said. I won't be a minute.
You're up to something.
This is to inform you of our intent to build a hostel for patients with mental problems to act as a halfway house between hospital and their return back into society. Inform us, mind. Not ask our opinion about nutters wandering about. And they want to build it round here. Had a right ding-dong with those nurses about it. They're all in favour.
Good for them. It's their job to be compassionate. Just think of those poor people with nowhere to go.
My first interview. 9:30. 3 days' time. I'd like to go.
You think it should be allowed?
I think she just let us all go and there'd be no harm done.
Not the job. The home. Do you think it should be allowed?
Yes. They're closing down hospitals all the time and letting people out to wander the streets.
I agree, Sandra.
You'll have to be careful. Don't mix with them.
I don't think they should build it too close to the houses.
Don't want them too close to home, eh? Is that it?
No, no.
Pat's all against it. He just thinks it ought to be built somewhere else. He does care.
If he cared, why did he resign from the hospital?
I was sacked.
Why?
For helping me. It had nothing to do with the patients.
If it was, you wouldn't say. Keep it all to yourselves, like solicitors. You're all the same.
A man grabbed me. He made a sexual attack towards me. Pat sorted him out. For that, he lost his job. All right.
How do I know that's the truth?
Don't care what you think. Who the hell do you think you are coming in here and holding us hostage? How long can you keep this up? You've held us here for 4 days.
Shut up.
I will not shut up.
I think she's missing her cigarettes.
Will you stop being so bloody nice to him? He's held us here for days and I've had enough.
Please, Sandra, sit down.
Gotta end sometime. Why don't you just pack up your bags and go home? It's not gonna bring your mother back.
You talk about my mother!
Oh, I thought that was what this was all about.
Sandra, will you sit down and be quiet?
I will not. I've had enough of this.
Sit down!
Or what are you gonna do, eh? You're gonna shoot me. And then someone's gonna phone the police and take you away.
Sit down!
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, shall I? I'm gonna go out of this door and I'm gonna run out in the middle of the close and I'm gonna scream, or you can put that bloody gun away and get treatment!
Sandra, don't! Ah!
Don't make me do it!
Sandra, come back, God! Come back! Don't want to go there!
Get in the pot from the kitchen.
Please, Sandra.
I just wanted to talk. But you were going to throw me out. You wouldn't listen.
Look. Hold on, sweet. And don't worry, because I think that when we've talked, everything is going to be all right.
I'll be listening.
Hello.
Hi.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, sure, why?
Why, just that I haven't seen any of you about for a few days.
Oh, well, we're decorating the house. And we made a pledge not to leave it till we finished.
I admire that. Wish I had the strength to do that.
No problem. Oh, what can I do for you?
Well, it's about this halfway house scheme. I expect you've had one of these.
Yeah. We've had a vote, and we've come to the democratic decision that we're opposed.
Oh, good. Then you'd be willing to sign a petition against it?
Yeah, definitely, Bella.
Well, I'll see if I can organize a petition and see if I can find other people with the same views.
Okay, great. Bye, Bella.
What religion are you?
Baptist. Lapsed.
I didn't know that. I was born a Presbyterian, and now I'm an atheist.
You religious, John?
Sometimes I used to take my mother. She was very keen. The minister said she was a lifelong churchgoer at a funeral. I wouldn't have her cremated.
Do you think God would approve of what you're doing?
Do you believe that Jesus existed?
Yeah. Well, I believe he existed. But I don't know if he was a son of God. He might have just been a revolutionary leader. And the kingdom of heaven he talked about might have been the Jews going back to the lands.
John, did you talk to the minister when your mum died?
He told me I shouldn't. He said it was the worst thing I could do to offend God. But I still don't think it was.
What was that?
I wanted to go with her, look after her.
Suicide, you mean?
I never thought about suicide until the minister said. Just thought I'd go with her and look after her.
Well, I think she's well looked after now in heaven.
She used to get lost, see, when she was on her own. Only when I was at work. I used to take her out more often than not. But when they said she died, that's the first thing I thought about. Will she find the way? And I thought, well, I should go to her and help. God would have forgiven me that. Don't you think?
Yes, I think he would. But perhaps that's not the way your mother wanted. Anyhow, I think there are plenty of people to show her the way now.
I sent her a laddie. She loved that dog.
You killed him.
I didn't want to hurt him. I loved him as well. But his place was with Mum. I've never told that to anybody before.
How did you kill Laddie?
I shot him. I took him onto the sand dunes near Formby. He liked going there. But I brought him home to bury him. I'm sure I did right.
Right, are you ready for this? Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there?
Why have you disturbed me?
We are looking for a spirit guide. Can you help us?
I must help
yes.
if you ask me. Who do you wish to speak to?
Rudolph Valentino.
Hello. I'm Rudolph Valentino.
Rudolph Valentino! Come on down! This is gonna be a better one.
Hey, but how do you switch it on up there from down here?
Eat it up. You'll be ill if you don't.
I'll be ill if I do. I'm vegetarian.
You haven't eaten anything proper since I came here. Now eat it.
Can't.
You shouldn't be fatty with your food.
You know she never eats meat.
But it's good for you. Meat every day and a leg of lamb for Sunday dinner. With enough cold left over for sandwiches on Monday.
Go on, Kate. Try some just this once.
You see, we meat eaters by nature. Like Mum always says, you can think too much. How's your head?
It's all right.
Well, this is the place to be ill, eh?
John, about my interview.
I'm glad you saw it my way about that hostel or whatever it is. It's a nice area. We don't want any patients roaming around, do we, eh?
Sorry, I've nothing less.
No problem. Just got a lot of copper from the shipping order crowd.
Who did you see, as a matter of interest?
The black girl.
Did she look all right to you?
Yeah? Why?
Sorry, you must think I'm terribly nosy. I've just been worried about them, that's all.
No need to be, love. They're eating well enough. Said the chickens were lovely.
Kate did? The coloured girl?
Yeah.
But she's a vegetarian.
She couldn't resist the ones I sell, Duchess. You should try them sometime. See you then.
Meow! I've cracked it! Ow! Right. And the trouble is, we don't know what time we're going to start the seance, right?
True.
Okay. So we have about 30 seconds blank tape at the beginning of the tape, right?
Right.
Right. And we all sit down and get ready to start.
Uh-huh.
Then I casually come over here.
Yeah.
And flick this switch.
Which puts the landing light on.
Not tomorrow night, it won't. I've got a lead going from the connection in the landing light socket to the cassette recorder in a room just above. Now, no one will suspect anything because I won't even leave the room.
Oh, I love it. Let's give it a go.
All right, then, come in. Right. So we're all sitting around, like, a little bit of chatting, Then I'll say, anyone fancy a refill, girls? And they all go, oh, yes, please. Yes, they will. Right? So I'll go over here. Right? Give the light switch a quick flick. Now you'll come with me and get the drinks while I come round here, close the curtains, and you'll go back, you'll have got the drinks, and we'll be back down again. Sit down.
Yeah?
Meanwhile, we'll have to close these as well, okay?
I'll do that.
Right. So we sit down, lash the drinks out, and the time should be about right. Now, so I say, is there anybody there? All right. Is there anybody? Oh, Damon, you're a genius.
Lovely evening, Harry.
Geez, if I knew where my car was. I've lent it to Ralph, but he's taking advantage of my good nature.
Have you seen anything of your tenants recently?
Yeah. Got the rent up the other day.
Were they all right?
Oh, they were in fine fettle. No arguments at all. As a matter of fact, I came prepared with my arguments and didn't need them. Why?
Well, I called over this morning to talk about getting up a petition against this halfway house scheme for mental patients, and they did the same to me.
How do you mean?
They agreed. At least Kate did. But she looked awful, so tired. She's so smart. There's something wrong. I don't know what.
You don't think they're knocking walls down or something, do you?
No, nothing like that. Quite the opposite, in fact. It's almost too quiet.
Well, I'll have a shed full of that any time.
Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. My mum always used to say that. I think it's time for bed. Hmm?
But what do you think, really?
The police? Oh, don't be ridiculous, Hannah.
But there's something wrong. I know it.
Know what? What do you know? One of them called you Bella instead of Annabelle. A vegetarian suddenly decides to eat chicken. They play some student prank, like saying, we're not going to leave the house until we finish the decorating. Police would laugh at you.
But there's more to it than that. They did a U-turn about this halfway house scheme. And they agreed to pay Harry Cross a higher rent without arguing.
Gets sillier the more you go on. Police, indeed. Come on, let's take our coffee outside and enjoy the evening.
We'll be better together. Good night.
What time is it? I'm losing track.
Dunno. 3 o'clock. God, my wrists are killing me. All that wrist is sore.
And her ankles. Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't been much use, have I?
Oh, don't worry. Last thing we need now is a Clint Eastwood act. She's right. We've held out for 5 days. He's got to do something soon.
What, though?
Just keep doing what we're doing. Things silly.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. I want to talk to you, Kate. Who's that?
Could be anybody.
What about us, John? We've been here all day.
I won't be long.
What do you think he's up to?
God only knows. I don't think he'll harm her, though.
I'm sorry, I've been so bloody useless.
He's a wee man with a big gun. Stupid
I was frightened yesterday when you walked out.
I was scared stiff myself.
I was frightened for me. You were standing up to him, risking your life. And all I could think about was myself.
What's wrong with that?
Lay down.
Just because you didn't sacrifice yourself, don't be so stupid, Pat.
I'm sorry.
Look, Pat, I know you. You threw that idiot of a husband out. You lost your job standing up for me. You've nothing to prove against a lunatic with a gun.
Just get out.
Do you realise this is the first time we've been in bed together?
Yeah. It crossed my mind. I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
You won't always be, though.
Get out.
And
Oh, I'd love to hold you.
If I let you go, will you tell people about me?
I won't lie to you. You wouldn't believe me anyway if I just said you could walk away, would do nothing about it. I want to help you, John. You need help. You're not a criminal. You're just a man in a distressed state. See, you can't hold us here forever. People will miss us. Come looking for us.
away, won't they?
In a hospital. For treatment. I'm on your side, John. I'll tell them about your problems.
What are you doing, man? Sam, I think I won't put my hands this. Oh, no. Come on. You're gonna have to give me a hand. Shh, please. Come on. Shh, Sam, look, come on. You're gonna have to give me a hand. Come on. No. I can get over. You see that? You see? Oh, shit. You see the loose? It's loose there. Come on. Come on. Grab it, Sam. Come on. Sam, come on. Pull it. Pull. Keep pulling. Come on. Nearly. Go on. It's...
What now?
Shh. God. No. I don't know. Maybe you can jump on him.
No.
What's the matter?
Just sit here and think about it.
What is there to think about? For God's sake, I can untie you.
What then?
I don't know. Maybe we can both jump on him and get out through the window.
Oh, my kid.
Shh. We've got to do something.
I've rung them.
And?
There's no answer.
So you've added that to your list of evidence, have you?
Yes. The washing's still out.
All right, darling, you win. I'll go.
Go where?
The nurse's house. Where else?
What will you say?
Hello, everything all right? Annabelle's very worried about you. How does that sound?
All right, I suppose.
Mind if I finish my coffee first?
Agreed. I don't know if that's the best.
When he comes to us, John, Paz managed to get free, but he hasn't tried to escape because we want to help you.
Sam, and suppose he just points the gun at us and ties us up again. Yeah, what?
I'd rather that than you leaping on him and getting shot. I'll show him our good faith.
Yeah, we'll show him what a pair of mugs we are.
No, it'll only be for the best.
It's been a hell of a long time down there.
Shall we go and tell them then? I thought that's what we decided is best. Come on. I'll go first, shall I?
God, here they come.
John's got something he wants to say to you. Come on, John.
Oh, no! Don't!
Right, is that everything ready then? Yeah. You're just going to get a bath first then? A bath? You're at a small price to pay, Damon.
I suppose you're right.
You know, it's funny. I can't remember what she looks like. Who? Wendy? Can you remember what Ruth looks like? Of course I can. I've tried closing my eyes and trying to see her face, but I can't.
You remember when she gets here, though, won't you?
Yeah, of course I will.
I can close my eyes and imagine Ruth naked. That's a beautiful thought, that.
Do you really think we'll make it?
Of course we will.
All night?
Why not?
I just hope I can keep going.
It's easy. You just think of something else. Oh, Barry told me.
And what did you think about?
Football teams. What? Start at the top of Division 1 and work your way down.
And how far did you get?
Leeds. Leeds! Well, at least I got halfway down Division 2.
Scottish Premier Division, second time round.
No, we're in here.
They might go away. You go and get it. You betray me again, and I'll kill these two. And I'll kill myself. Shut up.
Oh.
I'll be listening.
Hello. Are you the occupier?
Yes, one of them. Who are you?
Bernard Nichols, County Council. My colleagues and I are touring the local community to explain the proposals to build a halfway house for disturbed patients. Can I come in?
No, I'm sorry.
It'll only take a minute.
It's inconvenient at the moment.
We do consider it important. Any other occupiers in?
Please go away.
You are?
Kate Moses.
And the other occupiers are Sandra McGee and Pat Hancock, is that correct?
Yeah.
But you're the only person in the house now?
I have a friend with me.
Well, another time, perhaps.
Right, please do.
What are your own views on the proposed halfway house?
I think you should stay away from it as far as possible. I think they should all be locked up.
I see. Well, goodbye.
Bye.
Come on.
Who's that?
Oh, this is Camilla. I hope you don't mind. She wants to come along. Hiya. Hiya.
So, let's everyone sit down, eh?
Yeah?
You sort the drinks out, eh, Neil?
Right.
Did you find the place all right, girls?
Yeah, Camilla knew where it was.
Yeah, I've got an auntie who lives on the estate. Tina Roberts. Do you know her?
No. Should I?
Are we stopping in? It's a lovely evening.
Yeah, well, we had planned to, yeah? Don't you want to go and see your auntie?
No? Why? What are your plans, then? Not mucky, I hope.
No. We got a scientific experiment planned, actually. But if you're not into that sort of thing, you can always,
no, I'm game for anything.
He's on about a seance, you know.
Grace?
I'm not so sure.
Vodka all right for everybody?
Is that all you've got?
Yeah.
Hey, girls, we have to watch these two.
So, have you been then, girls? Missing us?
Well, to tell them... They're quite nice inside these houses, aren't they? Haven't you got any cider?
Look, this is class stuff, this.
Not instead of, to mix with.
Vodka and cider?
Yeah.
Oh, Camilla can drink anything.
It's unusual name, isn't it? Camilla.
It means attendant as a sacrifice.
Still no answer.
What do you think?
Well, I think you deserve a lot of credit for contacting us.
Thanks for the file. But now we do have a problem.
I'm sure I saw a strange man in there. He peered through the curtains, only for an instant, but...
You do agree they're probably being held against their will?
Well, it certainly looks like it. We'll get our surveillance specialist down here with his box of tricks. See if we can hear what's going on.
Oh, I hate this sort of thing, you know. Have you done a seance before? Yeah. I love seance.
Right, come on, let's do this seance, eh?
Oh, do we have to?
Yeah, it'll be all right. Come on. Come on, this'll be a good laugh, this. Hold your hand, come on. Come on.
Doesn't it have to be dark?
All right, I'll draw the curtains. Right, come on, girls, sit down. I'll just shut these doors. Lights.
I hate messing around with things like this.
It'll be all right. Don't worry. I'll be back in a minute. Right. Ready then, girls?
You sure this has gone away?
Of course it is. I can get the, feeling the vibes now. Right. As soon as you've got our drinks, so hurry up, eh, Neil? Okay. Okay. Everyone, get comfortable, please. Link hands. Right, concentrate. Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Oh, come on, girls, concentrate, eh?
Anything?
I've got all the mics in position. Find out in a tick.
Did they see anything?
No, nothing. Stay quiet. We should pick something up now. Strictly speaking, you shouldn't be listening to this. Oh, let him be. They kicked it off.
We're gonna deserve a holiday after this. I'd love to go back to Rimini. How about you, Pat?
What?
Any holiday plans?
Really?
What about you, Kate?
Just dreams. I'd like to save up and go to Guyana.
You still got relatives there.
Yeah. Aunts, uncles. My grandparents are still alive.
Where do they live?
Scattered around Georgetown. Don't we all save up and go sometime? Everything would be free once we got there.
Be good, eh, Pat?
Yeah. If this ever gets out...
I still think we were justified.
Here he comes. Oh, God. I can't do nothing, man.
Please, Pat, keep control for all our sakes.
I've got to know what he wants.
Please, Pat, think about the future.
John? You're gonna shoot us.
Okay. I'm all right now.
Well, I think we should pack it in.
One more go.
Just one.
Right, I'll just go and get my head together.
I don't like this.
Yes.
I know. It's all right.
Okay. Let's have a quick drink. This one will be a good one, this. Got good vibrations. All right, all right. So, there's one link. Concentrate. Here we go. Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? We are looking for a spirit guide.
All right, David, go away, Jenny! All right. You're only messing about.
Oh, God, now look what you've done!
Look, oh, Jenny, shut up! Will you
You fools!
Police. Look, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave home for a short while, and as quickly as possible, please.
Hey, don't be taking the sun. Just don't figure out.
Sure.
I'm not as dumb as you think.
Let's say. Hey, I'll take back now. Grab here a minute.
Yeah.
I'm a police officer.
Hey, look,
Police.
mate, there's no harm done. It was only a joke.
These grey nuts. We've been popping a horsey.
We could have done worse. What's your room like? Have you got a view? Oh, wonderful view. The airport.
What's big airport?
Airport with an H.
It's a hairdresser's.
They do have some funny names these days.
Did you get the confusion sorted out quickly last night?
Sorry again, Harry. It was just a mistake.
Ah, you were shown into a double room, I was shown into a single room. And it was me that had to go down and point it out.
Wonder how the others are getting on.
Yes, I wonder.
Hey, breakfast telly might be on.
Oh, not television first thing in the morning.
The police spokesman said they were still looking
Keep it
for
down,
a
Damon.
Ford Cortina Mark.
I wonder about those poor nurses.
Oh, they'll be all right. It's our house you want to be worried about.
What about Kate, Sandra and Pat in that house with a gunman?
And who says it's a real gun?
You have to assume it is. Be prepared for it.
How many people do you know with a real gun?
Bet Tommy McCardle has.
I'll bet he hasn't.
I wouldn't bank on it.
All right, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he's a villain. I still think he won't have one. But this bloke in my house, he's just a nutter. It'll be one of those replicas.
I only hope so, Harold.
But if it is, why don't the police just go in and take it from him?
Full breakfast for me, please, love.
Because the British police are the best in the world in these situations. They'll wait it out.
No beans, but everything else, please.
Oh, and I'll have a full breakfast, please, and his beans.
Just wish I knew what was happening. Sure, I left the front door right.
Just coffee and a piece of toast, please.
Very sensible, Paul.
Don't think you need to worry about the door. Must be the best protected house in the country with all those policemen around.
It's the busies I'm worried about.
Oh, sorry. Just coffee and toast, thank you.
Very sensible, Annabelle. Same for me, love.
I'll have a
And
Friday.
she'll have the same as me, except she wants tea instead of coffee.
Harold!
Don't you learn by other people's examples? We've got it sussed, haven't we?
What?
Wait till she's going to pay for this lot before we start talking in.
Hey, it's us!
The man has been holding 3 people hostage, and only whispers have been heard from their house during the last 3 hours. He is thought to be armed with a handgun. The siege came to light yesterday after the neighbours had noticed a lack of movement in and around what is normally a bustling household. Later, the electricity was cut off in an attempt to convince the man, named as John Clark, to release his captives and give himself up. The police have denied that contact has been lost with Clark, but they have told reporters that he is refusing to speak to them for the time being. In situations like this, the usual police routine is to wait as long as is necessary. How long the hostages have been held is unknown. Although his motive remains unclear, it is known that Clark's mother recently died in the hospital where the captives are employed. With me is the officer in charge, Superintendent Griff Taylor. Superintendent, what sort of condition will the hostages be in at the moment?
And of course we'll return to the Liverpool siege just as soon as there are any developments. Meanwhile, Edinburgh's annual Fringe Festival has begun with its usual mixture of the excellent...
Oh, cheers.
Those poor people.
Well, they shouldn't have let him into the house in the first place.
Well, they didn't know he was a head case then, did they?
The council want to build a house for the likes of him right at the back of the close.
What's the matter with you?
It's the strain.
What's on my bacon there, Mrs. Cross?
You look after yourself, Damon.
You all right, Edna?
To go to the bathroom.
Shall I come with you?
No, I'll be all right, thanks.
Will she be all right?
Yes. By the way, love, who is paying for all this? I mean, we didn't ask to come here, you know.
And there's just time to let you know of the special program at 10 o'clock today, which commemorates the 40th anniversary of the dropping of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Eyewitness accounts and interviews with survivors combine to present a graphic description of that day of horror. That's A Blinding Light at 10 o'clock. Next, the weather forecast. In general, pressure will remain low over Britain, and so most districts will have further showers or longer outbreaks of rain, particularly in
You know what you have to do.
You mustn't tell me things. Mother said not to listen to you.
Just take a look out the window and have a good think about it.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop telling me what to do.
John, we're not. We just want everyone to leave here without any harm being done. Please, you haven't done anything serious yet.
What about those out there, then? Shouting at me, eh?
Look, it's over. Just let us go.
Mama, tell them you haven't harmed us.
Don't tell me things, eh? Don't! Oh, God. I wish things were like what they were before. I don't like this. I want to go home.
Go home. If that's what you want.
I'm on my own now. I don't like being on my own. I don't like.
Don't forget the extra toast, love. What are you lot looking at, then?
Edna's been a long time, hasn't she?
Ah, no longer than usual. Why don't you two tuck in now we know the police are paying?
We're taking a chance, even with the toast.
Take care. We'll probably be back home tonight.
Do you think we will be?
Hello. Damon said you were in Tenby.
Oh, we were. But after I put the phone down, I got to thinking. This hasn't got anything to do with our Damon, has it?
It's coming from the phone.
You know it makes sense.
Shut up! Shut up! Just shut up or I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
You don't believe this is what your mother would want you to do you?
So you see, it was nothing to do with me at all. In fact, I was coping rather well.
Well, the house is all nice and straight, is it?
Oh, it's sound, Dad. In fact, I was just sitting there thinking, well, I'll have an early night. When the police knocked at the door.
Oh, Lord, it must have been a terrible shock for you.
Oh, it certainly was. Hey, where's Claire?
Oh, I was wondering when you'd noticed. I've left her with Teresa.
Are you Damon? I went back to your house. I've left my bag in there. The police said you'd be here. Hey, it's left out, you know, about the seance and the vodka. But I think they understand, you know, about Wendy having hysterics and running away. And things were just warming up, weren't they?
Harry, I think you better come upstairs. The bathroom door's locked and I can't get any reply.
Oh.
That's Clark.
Yeah, sounds close to cracking off.
If only he'd talk about the gun, give us a clue.
Well, if we go what his mates at the country and western club say, 4 replicas and a real one.
Yeah, but which one's he got with him? I'd vote for going in.
4 to 1 shot. Not my decision, thank God.
Edna? Edna, are you in there?
We'll have to break the door down.
Oh, hold your horses. Are you in there, love?
She could be lying there.
Hey, all right, lad. Let me have a go with you.
Oh. Where is she?
Thought you said she was in here.
I heard her.
Fire escape.
Harold, what have you done with that door?
You've only one choice. Untie us.
Let us go now. And then they won't do anything to you.
If you don't let us go, they'll lock you away for good.
Oh, shut up and leave him alone.
John, we've got some food out here. We'll leave it on the step if you want it. If you do, just move the curtains as a signal.
Don't go near the window, John.
What?
Suppose it's a trick.
There's food out there. I'm starving. What's the matter with you?
Don't go near the window, John.
Kate.
Come on. Come and sit by me, eh? Take no notice of anybody.
There's hot food out there.
We don't need it, do we, John? Be a good boy and come and sit by me. Everything's gonna be all right, dear. We don't need these in the house, do we? We don't need anybody.
Kate.
Oh, shut up, Pat. Speak when you're spoken to. You're such a nuisance. Let's throw them out, eh?
Either we all go or we all stay.
Sandra, so bossy. Let's send her out.
Do you think so?
I know what's best, don't I?
And you want me to believe that she just turned up at the house like?
Yeah, look, me and Neil met these two girls, right? And we were going to take them out last night. So they called round for us, and she turned up with them and just left it back.
Well, what about the seance business, eh?
Oh, I don't know what she was talking about. She was off her head when she came round.
You know, I didn't say orgy. I mean, I don't want to be connected with that. We had on television.
No, this won't be telly, love. This will be for one of my mates on the dailies. You could end up on page 3, though.
Really?
I'm going to untie her legs. Keep their hands tied, eh? So they can't do anything silly.
I'm not leaving you, Kate.
Just do as you're told.
You go, Sandra. I'll stay. Why didn't you let Kate go as well?
This is another trick.
No, it isn't. You can trust me, can't you?
I don't know. Let me think. Sit down.
Sit down!
I've had enough of this, John. You know better than to behave like this. Is this the way you were brought up, eh? Keeping these nice people held here against their will. I'm really ashamed of you. Now, I'm going to finish untying Sandra, and she's going to walk out of here. Aren't you, Sandra?
What's she going to say about me?
Well, I wouldn't blame her, John, if she said you were a very nasty boy. But maybe if you let Pat go as well, everything will be okay. All right, Sandra? Shall we send Pat out as well?
Is that the best?
Yes.
Right. You two must go now.
We'll see Sandra. And we'll come back.
What did he say?
He says he wants to come back in, but he can't, can he?
No!
Now you two just go. And we don't want to see you back. Right, John?
That's right.
Calm and move as quickly as possible to your right, please.
What do we do now?
You just take your time. When you're ready, we'll go out together.
What if they come in and grab us? Huh?
They won't do that. I'll look after you. Take your time.
I need a bit of time to think. Huh? If it's all right with you. Upstairs, so they can't jump through the windows and grab us.
All right, John, all right. Don't worry. Everything's going to be all right. Please, John, take your time.
Right, lad. Anything you want to tell me?
I've told you honest. I was digging up a telly.
And you expect me to believe that?
It's the truth, honest.
Do you know him? He's our window cleaner.
Can I go now?
Sure. Downtown. Because that telly's got to be a wrong one.
Any political undertones?
What do you mean?
Did he talk of any terrorist affiliation?
I couldn't help leaving it, you know.
I know. We are listening, you know.
How would I know?
Well, did he touch you where he shouldn't have when he was tying you up?
No. He's cracked up over his mother. I've told you.
Did the gun smell at all? As if it had been fired recently?
Not that I noticed, no.
Any smoke marks around the end of the barrel? Look, you can appreciate how important it is for us to find out if it's real or a replica.
He said he killed their dog, Laddie. I don't know if he meant it.
Did you get the impression of the weight of the gun?
Is everything going to be all right?
Everything's going to be fine, John. Just relax. Take one step at a time.
Did it look like gunmetal, or was it dull?
I don't know. I've never seen gunmetal.
I don't know.
All we want is to get that girl out of there.
And you think I don't?
A replica will be of a lighter metal and not so shiny.
Sorry, I just don't know. Did it have a housing underneath? A slimmer barrel. It's used to push spent cartridges out of the cylinder.
Hungry?
Little bit.
How about we go downstairs? Have something to eat? Nice cup of tea?
Yes, Mum. I want my Mum. She's the only one that can help me. I want my Mum. I want my Mum. I want my